In the spring of 2004, an unexpected envelope bearing a foreign postmark arrived at Chelwood, the studio on the Delaware River near Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where Nelson Shanks has painted for more than 30 years. The letter inside invited the world-renowned artist to be the center of an historic event.
One day I simply got an invitation in Russian for me to have a one-man show at the Russian Academy of Art in Moscow. And evidently this had been proposed by a number of the academicians. They informed me that only one other American artist had ever been invited to show at the Russian Academy. It's the largest one-man show I've ever had, and it's the largest museum I've shown in. So it will be in several ways the largest show I've ever had.
In June 2011, the American ambassador to Russia officially opened the first exhibition at the State Russian Museum in St. Petersburg. He repeated the honor when the exhibition opened again the following fall at the Russian Academy of Arts in Moscow.
Everyone here seems to have a very serious sense of what art means for life and for your soul and for enrichment. I think just watching them yesterday, they were captivated by the power of it, by the strength, because this is a very strong culture and a very strong people. And one thing I loved about this exhibition is that people stopped and looked, and really looked, and then came back and looked again because they knew there was something there that they wanted to learn.
Nelson taught master classes, sharing insights on his painting philosophy at Russia's most prestigious art school, the Repin Institute in St. Petersburg, successor to the Imperial Academy, founded by Catherine the Great in 1757. Artists and professors from the Surikov Institute, the Glasanov Institute, and the multitude of lyceums in Moscow sat in rapt attention at the masterclass Nelson taught at the Russian Academy of Arts.
Nelson's way of teaching is through a painting demonstration because it shows the freedom that he has acquired through developing his skill, and that's what he offers with his teaching. The young people, both in America and Russia, are hungry. They want to be guided. They want that freedom. Nelson felt so at home in Russia because they have always embraced classical art, and that's what we bring to Studio Incaminati as well, because the classical training is absolutely critical to one's foundation artistically.
The students are now looking for something that has meaning.
It's a golden opportunity for an intelligent movement in art that has inspiration, that has real meaning, that will communicate with people of intellect and intelligence and who are not afraid to look at something
And feel emotional connection at the same time.
And I think it's something, the time for which has come. One, of course, of the desirable ends in a painting is to seek truth. To seek a kind of truth that gives the viewer a sense that they identify with something in a painting that perhaps they had never consciously considered before. Here is an angel that's being, in a sense, crucified by an electric wire to create an image that results in a title called "What Have We Done to Angels?" What have we done to higher values? And that goes to aesthetics, it goes to religiosity, it goes to ethics, it goes to morals, it goes to all things that I feel are of great, great, great importance that are under stress today. So it's not a lightweight comment, it's a serious question I'm asking. But yet these things are beautiful. Some artists feel badly about a certain situation, so they paint blood and guts. But I don't think that's going to improve things. We need to know, put our head where things are beautiful and to make a positive statement in order to correct that which is not, so that we can try to elevate ourselves rather than stay in the quagmire. I would rather paint a ray of hope than I would total darkness. It's just the way I operate.
For the transcendent work that results from unflagging optimism and for his contributions to culture, the members of the Russian Academy, the centuries-old institution that governs art education and exhibitions in the Russian Federation, voted to make Nelson Shanks an honorary member of their ranks.
It's a huge privilege to have this invitation and to put my thoughts and work and paintings in front of them. Certainly one of the exciting things about this entire event, these exhibitions in Russia and coming up in China, is that I'm now becoming part of all that. The hat's in the ring. The Chinese actually suggested that, I didn't say this, they did, so I'll just repeat it. They said they think that I will change the culture in China, and they think that I will raise the bar. Right or wrong, I'm flattered. I hope I don't disillusion them too much. It's a very interesting experience to actually be part of something bigger than oneself. And it's time to start rethinking man's relationship to nature. It's just time to go back with both feet on the ground, but one's aesthetic excitement level, hopefully in the ionosphere, and trying to reinterpret an art that's beneficial for our time and future times. And that, of course, I can humbly say I haven't achieved it, but I can also humbly say I'm trying my damnedest.